guys? What's up? Come on in the room. I'm going to give you guys some time to come in. I'm going to give you guys some time to come in. I hope everybody enjoyed their Labor Day weekend and everything is good on your behalf. So, what is that in my mouth? So how are you guys this afternoon? How are you guys doing today? How is everybody doing? Yes, it's the diva coming in. You guys already know. We're going to be talking today. Hello, Grand Rising to you as well, my love. Many blessings to each and every one of you guys who are here on this channel and here on this live. I am here to greet you guys with so much love and light because we all need it, right? Of course. We all need that love and light from one another. Simply because we're all here to try to appreciate and not depreciate anyone, right? Are you here to appreciate or depreciate? If you're here to appreciate, of course, first of all, you want to make sure you hit the like button, okay? Of course, we know. Hey, hello, come on in here. Come on in this room. Make sure you're hitting the like button, sharing the video, and letting everybody know that the diva is here, okay? You guys already know that we are amazed at how God has been moving in our situations and all of the things that we have going on in our life, right? Thank you, guys. Thank you. She said, sending love and lights. Thank you. Love and light to you too, boo. Of course, we're amazed at how everything is starting to shift, right? There's a shift that's taking place. Hello, honey. Hey, boo. Hey, come on in the room from Ireland. Hello from Ireland. Many blessings to you, love. I am on both channels today, so I am here because I wanted to talk about some things about, coming in and wanting to level up in your life. When you're ready to level up and you start to see things that you want to make changes in your life, and you start to make those changes, you write it on your vision board, you've written it on whatever it is that you've written it on your heart, you put it in your mind, you know what you want, right? And you start to work hard at it. And once you begin to work hard at what you want to have going on in your life, you start to see the things begin to flow. Because it's easy in the beginning, right? It seems to be easy once you bust that hole and crack into that code of what you're trying to do and what you want to make out of your life. It's easy to come through, right? It's easy to crack through that. But then it's the momentum of keeping things going is what's going to make things continue to thrive. You don't want to give up. That's why I try to tell people, do not procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. Because when you get to a point of procrastination, it's easy for you to give up, right? Man, it's time for us all to level up. All of us. And not depreciate each other. One thing for sure, especially my females, I want us all to be able to come together and appreciate one another for our different gifts, for our different talents that we have. Hello. Yes, so for us all to be able to come through and appreciate one another, we all can thrive together, right? We can all thrive together. We will rise above whatever it is that may be trying to come against us, because we're not even going to give that power, okay? We're not even going to give that power. Because, sometimes we get those readings that be like sending us warning of people that don't want to see us make it, right? Right? Those readings and those talks we have on a day-to-day basis on this channel, on these channels. Because, one of my channels is the travel vlogs. Of course, if you guys want to subscribe to that channel, you can do so. It's called Diva's Travel Vlog. And the other channel is TarotDiva. So either way it goes, you can go to the front of the page and you'll see the other channel. But either way it goes, we're thriving. We're doing things, we're making plans. Maybe you wonder, how did I get myself into a position of trying to get things together? How did I get to myself, get to a point to where I was like, well, you know what? This is what I want to do and this is how I'm going to conquer it. Because I never before, mind you, when I was younger, I really never set goals. I really never wrote plans down of what I wanted. Of course, you learned it in school, maybe, that you need to write down what it is, like a vision board, the things that you want to do in the next, or see yourself doing in the next 3 to 4 or 5 years. You want to make sure you're doing that, right? Yeah. But I wasn't doing that, baby. I was just living life, because, yeah, I was living my life, baby. I was living my life, trust and believe. But my thing is, now that I'm older, and I'm hoping that I can touch younger and older generations at this point, because I want my younger people and my older people to understand that you're still able to, the younger generation, that you can get this done now. You can start at an early age and start setting goals and writing down what it is that you want to do, and setting the intention and seeing yourself doing it. It's perfect intentions. Perfect intentions. My older people, I want you to know that you're still able to do this. It's not too late at all. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late, y'all. It's never too late, because as long as we still kicking it and still thriving and still moving, baby, I'm telling you, we can do it. We can do it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Of course, if you would like to give a donation, you can sow on Cash App, $TarotDiva, or you can share super chat on this channel on TarotDiva super chat. She says she tells her daughter that all the time. Of course, as a mother, of course, you want to make sure, as a father, you want to make sure you teach your children that, because they don't need to give up. Of course, some of our children will try to, they will make mistakes. And we have to allow them to do that, because, of course, we weren't perfect. We weren't always perfect, honey. No, indeed. Don't get it twisted. We were not always perfect. Tell the truth now. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Shit, we ain't perfect now. We ain't even perfect now. But we can set the intention to make sure that we're able to thrive and get these things done and show it off, and show that your children are seeing you. Forget what everybody else is saying. I just did a reading a while ago, and I said that, you know what? Some people may look at you and say, oh, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. No, you're never doing too much, especially when you're connected to divine royalty. When you're connected to the right connection, when you're connected to God, shout out to God, because that's who I serve, baby, honey. I'm telling you, when you connect it the right way, you're going to thrive. You will thrive. You should be able to show what you have. You should be able to show that you have progressed in your life. You set goals, you set the intention. A lot of times I do tell you guys to move in silence. Move in silence. Then when you get it, and after a while, you've had it for a while, then you can show and let everybody know, look, this is what happened. This is how I came up out of this. This is how I came up out of the trenches. This is what happened. This is what I did. This is how I set my intentions. This is how I wrote down my goals to get those things done. So you write them down. You ask God to help you with this. And then most people that are into the Bible, they'll put the paper into the Bible. But a lot of times I like to release my papers, whatever I'm writing on, or release and say it out loud into the universe, so that God can, and my angels can work and get it together, okay? So that's exactly what you want to do. But I set a goal for myself about a year ago. Maybe probably 2 years ago, maybe. And I said, you know what? I am a mother, a single mother, right? I was on Section 8, and I'm not saying Section 8 is bad for people that need it, okay? So don't get it twisted. Don't twist my words, baby, okay? But my thing was to get off Section 8, and to be able to take care of my household, to pay my rent, and still be able to live freely, and to live in a state where I wanted to stay at, to set that intention. Those were my intentions, my goals, and what I set out to do. And so, you stamp it with God. You say, God, this is what I want, and I need your help. When you stamp it with God, that's when things start to move and to shift. Many blessings to you, Sunshine, for that $9.99. Thank you, sweetheart. She said she's a fan, honey. Oh, you are so sweet, #1 fan. I like to say you're my #1 family member. How about that? Like spiritual family, because we don't have fans. We have people that we inspire people. We're inspiration. You know what I mean? Because that's what I want to be, an inspiration to you. And I appreciate that $9.99. But my thing was to set that intention to say, you know what? I'm going to get myself out of this with the help of God. It's not always, oh, I did this myself. No, it was not just me. I have the work of my angels, my ancestors. I have God, of course. You know what I mean? It's like I said, you can't tell everybody what you're trying to do. Because some people will say, she ain't gonna never this. I remember I had an auntie that told me, she said she ain't gonna never find a man with them kids, without them kids. I was like, baby, really? Are you serious? As soon as I woke up and I got to a point of having a better mindset, when especially spiritually, because when you speak things out, when you speak things out, it comes to existence. But also, if someone else speaks things out over your life, it will come to existence if you're not praying for God's will to be done in your life. Understand that. Like, if you're not praying for God's will to be done in your life, somebody else could be speaking that same opposite of what you want against you. Understand that. And we're not going for that. We're leveling up. I don't care what anybody says about you, about me, about anyone we know. We are not going to back down. We're not going to stop. Hey, boo, hey. Yes, we're not going to stop. Hello, everybody. Everybody hit the like button and share the video as you come in, because it helps with the algorithm. It helps everybody to know that I'm live. And of course, everybody needs to know this information. Everybody needs to know this information. Everybody. Because you don't want to sit in a place of always saying, you need help here, you need help. No, get up and do what you have to do. You want to be the best version of yourself you can be. You want to be the best version of yourself you can be. No bagging down. You're going to level up. You leveling up, and you're not going to bag down. Period. And I'm saying that, baby. I'm setting those intentions over your life. Okay? You're leveling up, and you're not bagging down for anyone. Period. We're leveling up. I need y'all to type that in the comments. We're leveling up, and we're not bagging down for anyone. Level up. Say, I'm leveling up. Type that in the comments for me. We're leveling up. You want to make sure that you write down your intentions. I love to write my intentions down. I like to speak them out loud. And what we do, we put the stamp on it. God, we need you to help us with this. In Jesus' mighty name we pray, amen. You know what I'm saying? You want to stamp it with God, because once it's stamped, it's approved. You know what I mean? You want to stamp it with that approval. I'm leveling up. Type that in the comments. We got some people over here. Y'all need to type that in the comments. I'm telling you. You don't want to miss out on this level up. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new season. It's a new month. We're going to set the intention to be proud and say, you know what? We're not going to be proud. Let me take that back, because I know some of my Bible people, my church people, they're going to say, no, pride is the. Yeah, sure it is. But we're not saying it in that way. In the form of which I'm saying it in is that we're going to keep our confidence. We're going to keep our courage up. We're going to stay courageous. Yes. We're going to stay courageous. She laughing at me about that church stuff. Y'all know, baby, they will try to come for you, baby, but you're going to not bag down, okay? You're not going to bag down. You're going to be courageous. You're going to stand firm in what it is that you want to do. Because if you go, we ain't going back. What happened to Lot's wife? She looked back and turned into a pillar of salt. Do you hear me? And in today's language of that Bible scripture, you know, that's somebody going back and they're going to wither away and stay in the wrong place. They're going to end up withering away and losing everything that they have. That's what happens. So we're not going to look back. We're going to look forward. We're going to continue to level up. Yes, we are. We're going to continue to level up. Who in the world said you can't do what you want to do? Andrea, you got this, baby. Yes, indeed. We're going to continue to thrive. He said, yes, with Lot's wife looking back, turning into a pillar of salt. That is the symbolism of a curse. Good point there. Good point. That is definitely, a good point. So you want to continue to keep yourself focused on what it is that you need to do. Whatever it is that you wanted to do. What are you wanting to set what are your goals? You don't have to put it in the comments. Don't tell everybody, because remember I told you want to move in silence, right? But when you get it and you in where you're going, you can tell everybody. Then you can let everybody know, look, my God is a healer. My God is he gives me what I need. My God is a provider. Jehovah Jireh. Do you hear me? You can boast in God. Boast in God. and let everybody know that you have done what you have to do. You have done your part. And once you have done your part, after you've done all you can do is stand. You continue to stand and stay powerful and continue to thrive. You're going to have some crazy people coming to you saying, oh, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Maybe, it may happen. Who cares? That's why you keep on your full armor, honey. You stay courageous. Keep on your full armor and you keep going, baby. Keep going. Keep thriving. Understand that it's going to be a perfect time where you're going to continue to see examples of your life continue to go up. You're going to see it go up. Somebody else just said, new levels, new devils. Of course it is, but we're not focused on the problem. We're focused on God. Once you focus on God, you ain't got to worry about all that. It may come. He never said it would be easy. It may come. But who are we focused on? What are we focused on? We focusing on the level up, baby. Do you hear me? We are focused on the level up. And you want to make sure, if you're trying to get your finances together, you want to make sure you first, God says, if you give to the least of them, you're giving unto me. Okay, you give to the least, you're giving to God. If you ain't going to somebody's church, you can give to the least of them and you still giving to God. So once you top that off with giving to him, that's your first. That's what they call the tithes and offering. You're giving to God. So if that's somebody on the street that may need it, somebody close to you that may need it, give it to them. Whatever, you give them a little small portion. It doesn't matter as long as it comes from your heart. After you've done that, save what you can and do what you got to do with the rest. And I'm telling you, it's going to go far. It's going to stretch out, baby. That wealth is going to stretch out. Make sure you're balancing your finances, doing what you have to do. Understand that you will have, but you don't want to hold so tightly. I'm telling you now, this is what I've learned. When I was broke, when I was living on Section 8, when I was on all of that, when I had to depend on the system like that, when I was penny pinching. I was holding on to the money so tight that it could not circulate. It would not circulate. It wouldn't move because I was holding on to it for dear life. That's just like a child you have. You hold on to them as a grown man or grown woman. They come, you still holding on to them. It can't grow. It won't grow. Do you understand that? The child won't grow. They'll stay dependent upon you, codependent, won't ever leave the home, won't ever get out and get a job, won't ever do nothing. That's why you have to let go. Okay, so with the finances, I learned since I've become more abundant, you have to allow your money to circulate. People will say, well, my dad, he'll be like, why you keep spending money? Why you doing all this? Why you doing? Because I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about my money circulating. You know what to save, but you need to spend some too because you want to give back. Because when you spend, you're helping build. You're helping other businesses, and a lot of people like to give to independent, workers, people that are owners of businesses. When you're doing that, you're giving. That's a form of giving. You're supporting other people's businesses. Do you understand me? So why would you continue to hold on to, you got all this money and you holding on to it and it's just in a box. Nothing can circulate. Can't nothing get in, can't nothing come out. I'm telling you, I have learned that. But when I used to hold tightly to money the way that I wasn't making much. It wasn't going anywhere. I didn't have much. But since then, like I said, when you're spending, when you spend, it's also the way that you feel when you're spending it. What's the feeling you get when you spend money? Do you get to the point where you're like, oh my God, is it does it break your heart? Even though you're getting something you really, really want? Does it hurt your heart? Does it make you sad? Or does it make you happy? Does it make you happy? Do you say to yourself, every penny that I spend, I get it back 10,000 times? Or every penny that I spend, it comes right back to me? That's the way you want to do it. You want to feel that energy when you're spending that money. You want to feel that energy when you're giving it back. It always comes back to me. The money that I use, the energy, even the energy that you give out to people, it comes back to me. So it just continues to come back to me. You feel me? That's how you want to be. I don't care if it's money, energy. I don't care if it's love. It always comes back. Either way it comes back, it's coming back in some form. That even if it's in money and you're giving it away, it can also come back in a form of love, like in a form of somebody just God sending you a messenger to tell you you're gonna be okay. I mean, the person may not have known what you was going through that day, but it was just that time, in the nick of time, when you really needed to hear that, and someone walks up to you and say, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. You don't have to worry anymore. God's got your back. I see that you have an anointing on your life. You're gonna be straight. You're gonna be good. Somebody speaking into your life, that's wealth by itself. That type of energy is wealth. Do you hear me? That type of energy is wealth alone. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, sharing the video, and if you would like to give a super chat, that would be amazing because your money is gonna flow. Remember that. Or you can do Cash App, $TarotDiva. Either way it goes, you're helping out with the channel. Hit the like button, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes, so moving on to my next point. We were talking about pride, but sometimes we can allow pride to get in the way of us receiving what we need as well. Sometimes people will try to help you and bless you, or either you may need to ask for something. But if you let pride get in your way from asking, how can closed mouths get fed? How can closed mouths get fed? Tell me that. Tell me that. How can closed mouths get fed? Ain't nobody finna force feed you. Nobody's about to force feed you. Talking about, oh, they should know I'm hungry. I've been sitting here with my mouth closed all day. Nobody know you hungry. You could have been fasting, baby. I'm just saying. You could have been sitting up here fasting. We don't know you hungry, so how are we gonna know if you need something? How are we gonna know when you need help? How are we gonna know that if you don't say it? And we have to be careful of how we post on our Facebooks and Instagrams and social medias and stuff like that, you know, badgering other people and saying that, you know what, they should have known this, they should have. Some people don't know what you're going through. You have to, baby, speak it out. Speak it out. And that's how you know the power of the tongue. You speak it out and say, God, I need your help. Send someone to do this, or help me to be less prideful in asking. So if someone is willing to invest in you, imagine someone wanted to invest in your business or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're trying to get. Someone may want to invest in you, but they might not even know that you need to invest. You need an investor, or you need someone to help you, because you're not putting it out there. Once you put it out there and let it be known that, hey, you know what, I do need this. I am working on a project and I need this to be sponsored. I'm working on this business. I need it to be sponsored. Definitely. Yes, indeed. Definitely speak out what you need, honey. Do you hear me? Mary, you better say that louder for the people in the back, baby. You better say it louder for the people in the back, honey. Yes, indeed. What y'all sipping on this morning? Y'all got y'all coffee, you got your water. What you got this morning or this afternoon? What are you sipping on? I hope you're sipping on these golden nuggets that I'm dropping. For real. These are golden nuggets. Y'all need to know this. We need to be in the know. I've learned so much. I've learned to be so grateful, because at one point I had to tell God, you know what, Lord, I need you. I always need you, period. That's on period. That is on period. I don't care what nobody say. I need him in every way, okay? Understand that we have so much potential in God. When we put God first, baby, I'm telling you, the God we serve is going to continue to bring us up and out, up and out, up. Everybody's going to see you up, leveling up, moving up, doing what you have to do, staying in the knowledge, staying in the know. What have you done to whatever projects that you have? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a channel that you're trying to thrive? Do you have a business that you're working on? What have you done today to try to get that business going? What have you done? Did you make any step? Write the plan, write the vision and make it plain. Ain't that what we say? Write the vision and make it plain. That's what we have to do. Write the vision and make it plain. Yes, indeed. Write that vision and make it plain. You can write it down. Write it down. What is it that you're trying to do? Write it down. Speak it out. Speak life in abundance over your life. Get yourself in the mirror, baby, and you tell yourself, look, you are beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are leveled up. You are a queen. You are a king. You speak to yourself. Speak love language to yourself. If ain't nobody else gonna do it, you gotta do it for yourself. Like I said, some people may speak over your life, but we're not magnifying it. We're gonna magnify God, the one that gave us. He made us fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay, fearfully and wonderfully made. Do you hear me? We are made in abundance. We were made to thrive. Made to have what we're supposed to have. We're made to love. We were made to love people. That's right. We were made to show love. What were you made for? Were you made to hold yourself back because you scared what people might say? What are you doing? No, we're not going to do that. You got to push against the grain, honey. Get it out the mud. Get it out the mud, because you're not going to be right there where you at forever. You got to either stay, you're going to either, look, if you stay there, you're going to either sink or you're going to either get up there. You're going to thrive. Which one is it? What you going to do? You either going to sink or you're going to thrive. You're going to climb out and get it out the mud. Which one? Sink or climb? Which one? Which one are you going to do? Get out the mud, baby. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, honey. Get it. She said she gonna get it out the mud. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get it out the mud. Get yourself out of there. I bet if your car was stuck in some mud, you'd be trying to get that mud out of there, right? Calling somebody, baby. You gonna try your best to get that car out the mud. Do you hear me? You finna call somebody. You gotta do that with your life. Your life is more important than that. Do it with your life. Leveling up, baby. We came to level up. We came to thrive. We came to push against the grain. We pushing against whatever ain't gonna, whatever don't want to see us thrive, we gonna thrive against it. We pushing up. We getting it out the mud. It's gonna come sooner or later. You gonna get it. You definitely gonna get what you need. You gonna get it out the mud, baby. It ain't no pushing back. It ain't no giving up. We don't give up around here. We don't do that. We can cry it out together. We can praise God together. We can lay down for a little while, just to get a little rest and be like, you know what, I just don't know what to do. But baby, we gonna get up that next day. You better get your ass up and do what you got to do. Because if you ain't gonna get up and do it, who else gonna do it? Who gonna do it for them kids? Who gonna do it for your family? Who gonna do it for your household? You got to do it. You're not gonna give up. Not on my clock. I ain't even got my watch on. Y'all need to give me a watch. I need to give me a watch. Not on my clock. Ain't no indeed, honey. No indeed. Ain't no giving up over here, baby. Strong. She say walking on water type faith. I know that's right, baby. She said I'll get you a watch. Okay then. Y'all check out my wish list. I do have a wish list. If you look in the description bar when we get off of here, you'll see that I do have a wish list. If you want to give me something off of my wish list, definitely do that. If you're ever on Amazon, you can check out my wish list and send me gifts. Oh, let me show you like a couple of gifts maybe real quick. We got a little time for that. See, when you give, I'm telling you, these people that have given to my channel, this is how they get it out the mud. It's all gonna come out the mud like that, baby. I'm telling you. You blessing someone else. Like I said, God says, if you give to the least of them, you're giving to me. If you're giving to someone and it's a fertile ground, you got to make sure it's on fertile ground, though. You do have to realize that. So if you're giving to something that like maybe a business or someone who's a thief or something like that, it ain't gonna grow. You got to make sure you pray about it before you give. So go ahead and pray real quick. And if you want to give to this channel, you can do so through Super Chat now. We got somebody who was that sent $9.99. Many blessings to you, love. That was my sunshine. She sent $9.99 on the channel. Or you can do it through Cash App, $TarotDiva. Don't let the devil hold you back, honey. Because you're gonna forever be held back if you scared to give. If you scared to move your money and cause it to circulate. Because every penny that is spent here or given is blessed. We have Patrice. I remember Patrice gave me this here. She sent me this through my Amazon as well. That's a beautiful gift. I just love the fact that you guys are so you love this channel so much that you're able to do what you have to do to bless. You're blessing people. You know, you're not only blessing me, you're blessing people to see that you're able to thrive in what you put your mind to do. Especially like I told you, being a single parent and doing what you have to do and having to pray for your children, spending nights praying for your children, keeping yourself up. That takes a lot of work. Y'all already know that. If you're a parent, you know what it is. Keeping yourself up, especially when you got things going on that can't. And then continuing to try to thrive and hold your life together. And continuing to thrive to run your business or to go to work and still smile. If you manage to do that and if you're a parent or you running your business, whatever you're doing, you working, and you still manage to get up and go to work and you smile, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you, honey. So proud of you. So proud of you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So how many business owners do we have on the channel? How many parents do we have? Tell me what you do. Tell me what you do. Oh, Adrian said, add your favorite water to Amazon. I sure will. This is my favorite water. I would definitely add it to Amazon. I love this water. Trinell just sent $1 on Cash App. Many blessings to you. Thank you very much. Cash App is $TarotDiva. Like I said, so let's just set let's set like an amount. We can say $1.11, 111, or you can do 1111 if you want to give to the channel. So that way, that will put you in direct alignment. We're gonna pray for direct alignment for those of you who are giving those numbers. Especially that $9.99 is definitely gonna put you in a right position as well to get your increase with God, to get yourself out of where you need to go. We can pray that prayer for those of you who have done so. Oh, private caregiver. Okay, look at you, honey. Okay. She does lipo. Okay, honey. That's what I'm talking about, honey. A parent business owner. Y'all are amazing. If you are out here thriving and you're doing your work, and like I said, you may be going through some stuff and you're still pushing through. That's what you call leveling up, because you're going to keep going. You keep doing this and you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to see the fruits of your labor come together. All of that stuff is going to start to come together. She's a personal caregiver. Yes, indeed. Spiritual healer. Yes, indeed, Irene. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. You're still making that sacrifice to get up and get out and get something and bless other people. Because I mean, many of you guys who just said something are healers. You're caregivers. You're helping other people. Remember I said, if you're giving to the least of them, you're giving to God. So you're out here doing your thing. You're doing what you have to do. And he's going to make sure he darn well takes care of you. You're going to be well taken care of and you won't have to worry about it. Who was that? She plan and execute during the time of work. Okay then. Adrienne. Yes, indeed. Adriana. We got Adrienne, Adriana. Who else we got in here that's an A? Adrienne. I've been seeing a lot of those names popping up. I am so blessed to be able to be here on this chat to help you guys to see that the things that you really want, you're capable of doing it. You're definitely capable of doing it. Thank you, I just saw that, honey. Thank you so much, Trinell. Many blessings to you, love. I appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Man, y'all amazing though. So as you continue to thrive, you'll see things begin to move forward in your life. So I know that at times it seems like it's not going to come. I know that. I know. Sometimes it feels like it's not going to come. Devlin, Devlin, I believe, just sent me $4. Many blessings to you on Cash App. Jasmine sent 99 cents. Many blessings to you as well. Yes, indeed. We're going to say a prayer for you guys before we get off of here. Yes, indeed. If you can't do 111, do 1111 or do $1, whatever. We're going to go ahead and do prayer before we get off here. But like I said, it seems like sometimes it may feel like it gets stuck and things may not move the way that it should. But sometimes that is your resting period for God. God wants you to rest. Sometimes that is your resting period. I have to tell my mini-me's, that, sometimes things may not seem like it's moving like it should. I have a business owner in my family as well, and my children, and I have to tell him sometimes, look, you have to understand that sometimes God gives you a rest period. Chanel sent another $1. Many blessings to you, love. Yes, indeed. So understand that, we even just like we speak to our children, sometimes we have to speak that to ourselves too, because it happens with us, but we have to give thanks and be grateful. Henry Moore just sent 111. We got Miss King, $1 on Cash App, $ TarotDiva. Many blessings to you. Yes, indeed, love. See, that's all it takes is just a small amount to get your money circulating. Just start doing spontaneous giving to different people. If you watch them and they're helping you, you might want to do that. If you're watching people on YouTube, or if you're listening to certain podcasts or whatever it is that it may be that you're into, make sure you're giving just a small amount. At least you're circulating your wealth and you're blessing others while doing so. That $1 could have topped off somebody's bill. You know what I mean? Understand that your small or big can help either way. But like I was saying, that it may feel like you may get stagnant or stuck sometimes, but understand that sometimes God wants us to sit still and wait. On the other hand, if you feel like it's something else spiritually that you need to get through, something that you need to pray your way out of, God will show you that. God will allow you to feel that. You will feel it in your intuition. You will feel it in your spirit that something ain't right. Right? Thank you so much, Total Unrated. Thank you for that $2. Many blessings to you, love. Yes, indeed. Oh, I love you too, boo. I love you too. Many blessings to you, love. Yes, indeed. Make sure you guys are subscribing and hitting that bell notification, honey. That was that bell notification. So make sure you are subscribing. If you're on this channel, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Like I said, I do have Diva's Travel Vlog here on this camera here, and I have TarotDiva on this camera over here. So if you haven't subscribed to both, make sure you do so. If there's one you haven't subscribed to, because there's much more content coming here on both channels. It's time for us to grind, baby, to get it out the mud and grind. You got to work harder than anybody else that you know. But make sure you get your peace. Make sure you get your rest. Understand it. Make sure you're getting your rest. But know that in your heart of hearts that you do need to work harder than anybody else you know. Whether you're working through prayer, with your work, I'm just saying you gotta get it out the mud, honey. Get it out the mud, baby. Trying to tell you, you're gonna have to keep pushing. One thing I love about my kid's father, he's the type of person, he has worked so hard and he takes care of the children, he takes care of his home, and I love the fact that he keeps grinding. He don't let nothing stop him. I have seen things happen. I've seen things come up, and it just still that same go-getter. Like, I'm not letting nothing stop me. And I remember him telling me that he had a dream. He said it seemed like every time he would have a dream, it would always be like he was fighting dudes off of him. He was fighting them, and he always hit them. Like, he was beating them up, but he kept knocking them out the way, And it was like, look, okay, that just lets me know the type of spirit that you have. You a fighter. You're not giving up. That's the type of fight we want to have. We want to fight for ourselves. We want to fight for our family because we got to continue to thrive. We're not giving up. You want to have that momentum. And see, that's the type of momentum he's placing into the children. And that's what I love about him. Like, for real, that's amazing, right? Amazing. Amazing. I don't know if you guys think that the boys are working now. Boy, I'm telling you, just like their dad, like, for real. What? Man, it's amazing though, because we have to have that fight within us. We don't want to give up, because I'm telling you, if you give up, you're going to allow your enemies to win against you. Even though we're not focusing on them, you putting the focus on them when you give up. And that ain't what we about to do. We ain't about that life. Y'all about that life? Nah, we ain't about that life. No, indeed. We are warriors. Warriors. Type that in the comments. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. I am a warrior. Continue to go. Keep pushing. I'm a warrior. Type that in your comments, honey, because you want to make sure that you continue to be that strong warrior, that you don't give up, that you continue to thrive. You continue to live your life. You live your best life. You hear me? You want to, yes, Ashley, you are a warrior, honey. She over here on my other channel. Yes, indeed. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channels. Veronica, just $1. Many blessings to you, love. Yes, indeed. We're sending donations here on this channel. Whatever you can give, it doesn't even matter, because it's still giving unto the growth of the channel, the growth of your life, because you're circulating your wealth in the right fertile ground. Cash App $TarotDiva, or you can do it through Super Chat. Do you hear me though? You're gonna keep thriving. You're not gonna give up. You're gonna keep going. Warrior. Warrior. You are a warrior. You're divine. You are a divine warrior. Yes, indeed. I keep looking over there on my side. It's beautiful out there. Ashanti, thank you for that 99 cents. Many blessings to you, my love. Many, many blessings to you. Yes, you are strong warriors. You're strong. You're very powerful, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not, you are a very powerful person, as long as you stay connected to the divine. You are a divine warrior. Because you know, you yourself, in the word of God, it says you yourself are gods. Did you know that? People tend to, baby, if you one of them church boy people, sometimes they be like, girl, you ain't God. You think you God. No, that is not what we're saying. It says you yourself are gods. You're able to create. You're able to thrive. You're able to change things. You're able to heal just like God. You're able to do all of that. Understand that. It says it in the word of God. So for all of us that are, want to go against that, you have to look into the word of God. You'll know that you are a God. You yourself are God. You're able to create and magnify the blessed things that you want to come into your life, not the negativity. When you think of it, it comes. It's the thought. Do you hear me? The thought that you have can come. The thought that you have can come. Your thoughts bring you manifestations. Your thoughts bring you blessings. Because you are God. You are a God. You yourselves are gods. Do y'all believe that? Do you really believe? If so, say that I am a God. I am a goddess. I am a goddess. I am a goddess. We're born leaders. Born to lead nations. Born to lead people the way that they should go. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. Don't give up. Thrive for greatness. Thrive for greatness. Don't let anyone stop you or block you from your blessings, because you have it. You have the ability to pull yourself out of what you're going through and to walk up out of it not even smelling like smoke. Shadrach and Meshach was inside of the fiery furnace, came out, ain't look like nothing was on them, baby. Still looking good. Still looking great. Still looking like gods. That's how you gonna be, baby. That's how you are, and that's what you need to set your goals. Set your mind and get it in tune into what it is that you need to be doing. Get in tune. Get in tune with it, okay? Get in tune with it. Yes, indeed, we are gods and goddesses. Yes, we are. I hope you believe that. If not, make sure you try to meditate on that thing, okay? Doing your meditation, meditate on it. We do meditations over here on this other channel. So if you guys over here on Diva's Travel Blogs, you may want to come over here if you're into the spiritual things. Come over here on TarotDiva channel, TarotDiva's channel, my channel, TarotDiva. And if you are into travel vlogs and you're into fashion and family, over here you want to follow Diva's Travel Vlogs, because we're into making things happen regardless. We start over here with the spiritual things and we make things grow. We see things grow through God, and then we're able to do things on this channel to thrive and to show that look what God gave me. Look how I'm able to take care of my children. Look how we're able to do this. Look, because of God. Either way it go, both channels are built on God. Yes, indeed, it's built on God. So I'm praying that you guys are able to do this, because I really want to set a goal that when you start to feel low, you want to build yourself back up. You want to build yourself back up, and you want to see yourself coming out of the mud. You want to see yourself out of the mud. You feel me? You want to set that intention that you will continue to thrive, that you will continue to gain enlightenment, to have the courage to keep going and pursuing what it is that you want to do. You see that next young ladies, when you see that next woman that is thriving and doing her thing, you set a goal for yourself to thrive and do the same thing. We don't want to set hatred. We don't want to set envy. We don't want to be jealous. We're going to say, you know what? I can do that too. I can do it too. Same thing for my guys, my divers. I want you to do the same thing. It's not about envying what other people have or coveting what they have. Don't say oh yeah, I'm going to get that car. That's going to be my car. No, you can get a car like it. Go get your own. Work for it. That's what we're going to do. You can do it too. Just like them. You can work out just like that woman. She fine. He fine. Whoever you looking at and say, wow, I wish, yeah, you can. You can do it too if you want to. You can do the same thing. All you got to do is work for it. We're setting the intentions. Those are the type of intentions you want to set. So that when we do have our intentions set, we will have the power, and we will also have the means over here to do what we need to do. Because I'm telling you, it started off with spirituality, and then I was able to come over here on this other channel to be able to have the means to do so, to take my children where I need to take them to buy them school clothes, to help them, to be able to learn how to manage money as well. Even with them working, they're able to clean, like Taylor and Tyler, cleaning the house, they get allowance. Okay, it's all about means, setting those goals for them. Okay, if you do this, you will get this. Okay, so if you're working for it, you will get what you need, and then more, because I'm gonna end up giving you more. You're gonna get more. If you're connected to me, you're gonna get more. You're gonna have more. If you're giving to me, if you're doing for me, you're gonna get more back than what you gave out. Just like as a parent, you tell your children, look, I'll give you this. We end up doing more than that, because we end up cooking for them. We end up taking them out to eat. We take them out to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do you hear me? Get it together, baby. Get it together. She said work is slavery. I don't feel like it's slavery. It teaches you work ethics. It teaches you to not be lazy. It teaches you, if you think it's slavery to work, make your own business. Invest in yourself and make your own business. What are you going to do? You have to do something. What they say, if you don't work, you don't eat. Right? That's the truth. If you don't work, you don't eat. Like, if I was not to set this live up today, y'all wouldn't have been able to see this. Y'all wouldn't have been able to get what you need so that you can learn how to work and eat too. You know what I mean? That's setting it together. If you don't like the system, if you don't like to be that, because I figured back then, My mama said, she said, you always quitting jobs. Because I never felt like I belonged working underneath someone. I never felt that. I never felt right doing that. I didn't. I don't know. I never knew why. But back then when I was younger, I was like, this just don't feel right. You know, I would stay for a while, but it just didn't sit right with me to think that I would have to stay at a job for like 10, 20 years to get retirement, 30 years. That just didn't make sense to me. I knew I had to make something for myself. I knew it. After so long, the older I got, I said, you know what? The older you get, you tend to realize that you do need to make a source of income for yourself. You set intentions, you make up a plan, and you get yourself out there and do it. You gotta thrive, baby. Because it be some treacherous moments in your life when you feel like you want to give up, but you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing. But I knew, like I said, that I couldn't do that. That wasn't for me. I understand what you're saying about the slavery. You feel like it's slavery. So if you feel like it's slavery, get it out the mud for yourself. Get it out the mud for yourself. You can do it. Don't even think you can't, because you can. You just got to keep going. Do you know many times I tried to set up a YouTube and I was singing. I did my singing and stuff. I remember I was doing my music. But I ended up, I did accumulate almost close to 30,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I never was making money off of it. I didn't know anything about making money off YouTube then, but I was doing covers. So anyway, after I ended up giving my life to God, I was like, God, I'm gonna give you everything back, and I want you to, bless me with something different, because I need you to bless this one, because what I was doing then was not for the glory of God. It wasn't. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give all this back, and I want you to, I want you to bless this. This is what I want. I need you to bless this one, because this gonna be all about you. So I started trying to sing again, and I did. I was doing gospel, and then I remember doing a song, like a cover or something, and it got like 3 views or something. I'm like, what the hell? What is going on? I just couldn't understand. Of course, you put it on YouTube, you would think you would at least get like 20, 30. Views or whatever. It wasn't nothing. And then I remember registering on my Facebook. It really didn't get views either, but I was still doing it because I started doing it to the glory of God. So I kept putting it out there. It really didn't go nowhere. Then I remember when God was like, I was working a 9 to 5, and God was like, come out from among them. I was going to church every Sunday, every Wednesday. He was like, get it out the mud. I mean, what I said, get it out the mud. That's me saying get it out the mud. He said, come out from among them. Basically, probably the same thing, but he kept telling me to come out from among them. I'm like, what? I remember thinking, God, you tripping. For real. I'm like going to church. I'm singing. I'm working. I'm doing, come out from among them. What do you mean by that? So he gave me the desire to start my own company. He gave me the desire to start doing making wigs. I started making wig units, and I was sewing the wigs, and I was selling them on Poshmark, and I sold them on Macari, and I was like, girl, I had to sew them. I had to hurry up and make wigs, because on those platforms, you have to be done shipped all your stuff. You have to ship it all out before the 3rd day is over. You got to do it in 3 days. So I'm sitting there, and they was coming, baby, especially on Macari. They was buying them wigs, baby. They was buying them. And I was like, dang, I got to hurry up and sew these wigs. And I tried to buy a sewing machine. Baby, I missed some hair up when I tried to do it on there. I was like, no, I can't do it the way I got to do it by hand, girl. I'm telling you, I was going. Now, you talk about working a slave, that's what I felt like. Then I said, God, either you going to give me a team of people to help me make this hair, or you we're gonna do something else. We gotta do something else, we gotta do something. Cause I was feeling like the people that was in the Chinese warehouse just sewing all day. No ma'am, couldn't do it. So after so long, I was like, I turned in my 2 weeks notice at work, and I was so scared, but I knew it was something different, because everybody kept I was getting my raises and stuff, but I wasn't getting extra work to do. All they had me doing was sitting at the front desk greeting people. Hello, come on, how you doing today? And I had to call the people. Hey, you have Mr. So-and-so in office for you today. Okay, send them back. Okay, that was me. It was like, what? After so long, I'm like, girl, I love what I do, but this is not gonna work. Just sitting at this desk, just, hey, come on in. It wasn't nothing. And I remember my boss saying, she said, well, maybe you're just meant to encourage people. At an office job. Now, this is a state job that I was working. Maybe you're just meant to encourage people. I was like, what the hell? Like, are you not going to give me extra work to do? Because I wanted extra work. Because I was like, dude, sitting here ain't doing nothing. And everybody else was getting more extra jobs. And they was like, what? So that was really God just speaking through her. Like, look, you're supposed to be doing something else. This ain't what you're supposed to be doing anyway. Like, this is not you. And I remember one of my coworkers, she looked me up. Because remember I told you I was singing. And I had that other YouTube, and she had found it. She went looking me up, y'all. I said, what? She done went and looked me up. She said, girl, I knew. She said, I knew you was somebody. She said, I knew you was somebody. I knew it was something about you different. She knew it. She said, so I looked you up, and I found you. I was like, girl, you is funny. So I didn't even, because I wasn't even telling nobody about that channel or nothing. I wasn't telling nobody because I was like, girl, that's the old me. The new me is here. Like, stop. Leave it alone. Don't bring that up. Don't tell nobody. You better not. That was the old me. I'm trying to make something new. But she found it. She was like, I knew it was something about you. So anyway, once I turned in my 2 weeks notice, they were like, oh my God, why? You know, at first. And they was like, okay, we understand, because they knew I was doing my own business. I was making my own business and all that. And I had already written my book. Of course, you guys, any of you guys that didn't know, I do have a book that I've written. It's in the description bar below too. If it's not on there, it will be there when I get off of here. But I wrote the book, and I had the book displayed on my desk when people came in. They were buying it. They were buying it. I'm telling you, it was so amazing. I was doing book signings and everything. And so I ended up turning in my 2 weeks notice. They threw me a party. They got me a little, I'm talking about gifts and everything. They had me, when I walked in, it was like a surprise. They had the little projector screen. It said something about Samika or whatever. It was like, we love you and we will miss you or something like that. But I remember, dang, it was on my old phone, so it's probably not even in my stuff anymore. But I recorded it, and I, took pictures and stuff. But the thing is that God was pulling me out of that system. And yeah, I loved it. I loved the way it happened though. He pulled me out of the system like that, and he wanted me to even come out of the church. I'm sorry for those of you who feel like you're supposed to go to church every Sunday and every Wednesday and every Tuesday, but that ain't what God was telling me to do at that time. He was not telling me to do that at that time, because I was doing that. That's what I was doing. And I was reading the Bible. I was fasting and praying. I was seeking God. When I tell you I sought God with my whole heart, my whole entire heart, and I knew, therefore, that when I pulled myself out of there, he pulled me out from among them. He told me to come out. And at those times I was sitting at home, and I was praying and fasting. I was reading the Word of God. He was leading me to start something new. I knew I started having these visions. I started seeing visions and dreams and things that were coming true. I would wake up the next morning and see it happen. And it struck me when I seen this one dream that I had, right? One dream I had, I was staying on Section 8 in this little neighborhood where I was the last time before we moved here. And I had a dream that it was these guys that were in a car, and they pulled up at a stop sign. It was dark, pitch dark outside, right? And the police walked up to the person. I guess they got pulled over, and the police shot him in the head, right? The boy that was driving. But the way God showed me, he put someone there that I truly love on the other side inside of the car for me to remember. Oftentimes, God will put someone in the dream for me to remember that I love, so I can remember the dream. So I was like, I woke up the next morning, I was like telling them, don't you dare get in the car with nobody, because I'm thinking something like that was gonna happen. And I'm like, dude, you better not get in the car with nobody. I don't care what happens. I don't care what happens. Do not do it. So I'm waking up panicking. I'm like, so I turn on the news the next morning. Tell me why. Oh, yeah, in the shooting, it was the friends that was in the car, they ran out the car, they hairpin ran, so they got away. But anyway, the next morning, in the real life, the next morning, on the news, there was a young guy that I knew who got shot in the head. And they were saying it was one of his friends. And I was like, what the hell? He was in his car, and they said one of the people that was riding with him shot him in the head. And I was like, what in the world? Oh my God. So I just had this dream. This happened. I'm like in awe. I'm shocked, like for real. Because this guy he was actually, we friends on Facebook still till this day. Still friends on Facebook. And I was just like shocked. I said, wow, the God I serve is showing me these things for a reason. I need to know what I need to know what I need to be doing. I need to know what I need to know. What is this? Okay, thank you, sweetheart, for not coming in here again. So stay away, okay? Thank you, love. So when that happened, right? When I figured out that God was showing me this thing, it was another thing that happened too about a young lady. It was an older lady when I went to the store. In the dream, it was showing me that I was gonna give her something. I was gonna have to help her pay for some groceries because she didn't have enough. So this actually happened. So when that happened, I was like, yep, either I'm a prophet, a prophetess, or either I'm supposed to be doing something that I'm supposed to be warning the people. I need to know what I need to be doing. I said, God, I need to know what I need to do. Show me a sign. What do I need to be doing? And I remember going on YouTube looking up mediums and stuff. Like I was like, am I supposed to be? Because first of all, I was looking up prophets. I was telling the pastors, look, I'm supposed to be a prophet. They wasn't listening. You know, they like, okay, whatever. Because normally in the church house, baby, they want you to be married. You want to be connected. Your family got to be all together before you get ordained to do all of this. That's how it was where I was. But anyway, after that, I just started seeking online. I was like, what do I need to do? And that's when I ended up getting some cards. I ordered some cards. I was scared out this world. Because remember, you know, in the church, they tell you, all of that. You're not supposed to do that. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. And you think that the cards themselves are evil. So I'm like scared that these cards are going to come in my house and they're going to be evil. Man, I was so scared, but I got them. And once I started to use them, I just felt like it was at home, and I started to utilize that. But I realized, if you think about it, if you are really called to be what you are called, if you're called to do this, you're going to be shown before you even pick up those cards. You're going to be shown. God will show you through miracles, signs, and wonders. He will show you things. Before that, you feel me? He will show you that. He will show you what you need to know before you even get these cards. Or before whatever you start to do, you're going to know through Him. The gift comes from Him. The gift comes from Him. It's not in the cards. It's from Him. It's from source. That's where it comes from. So I had to realize, look, that's how I ended up getting to where I'm at now. And so I'm like, look, dude, where else are you trying to take me to, God? I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do this. I'm ready to keep fighting and pushing forward. I'm ready to keep going. Because you don't want to stop. You keep going. You keep going. Don't give up. Whatever you feel like you're being called to, you go to it and you see what it is. Ask God and ask Him what it is that you need to be doing. Is this right? Okay, cool. If it's right for you, it's right for you. Especially if He's showing you. So that's why we can't give up on this, because baby, we helping so many people. You helping so many people. You see how that young lady just came in here? That's the type of energy I'm talking about. You have to, we're supposed to be here to support one another. We're here to support and help one another as women and men. If you are a woman and you're sitting here looking at another woman online and you see them showing up for you, yes, you gotta be positive. Exactly, sweetheart. You gotta keep pushing. For all of my people who are here to support and show love, type a heart in the comments. Type a heart. Let me see y'all put a heart in the comments. Because you want to overpower the negativity in your life. You show love. You show gratitude. Because when you hold back, that's when you allow things to not work out right for your life. You know what I mean? You have to, like I said, if you're giving to one, you're giving to God. If you hit a support, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to support. You hit a heart, you hit the like, you hit whatever you're supposed to do. You do. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. The love is real. The love is real. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay? So we're not going to sit here and we're not gonna cause people to be felt as though they're doing the wrong thing. If you feel like God has given you some type of gift, if you feel like you're doing the right thing, you keep pushing and you don't let other people bag you down at all. You have to keep going, keep pushing, and keep thriving. Yes, indeed. Let me see something.